Hello, my name is Jeff Stiles, owner of Stiles of Ohio, and today I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to fix a hole like this in your drywall. The first step in this process is to make the hole square. Using a level, I'll make vertical lines close to the edges of the left and right side of the hole, and then the bottom and the top of the hole. I like to take a knife to score along the lines. And a drywall saw to finish the cut. So we'll measure the width of the hole, it's 5, and the height is 3 1/4. So now we'll make a piece of drywall that's 2 inches wider and 2 inches taller than the hole that we cut. So 3 1/4 inches tall, I'm going to make it 5 1/4. Five inches wide, so I'm going to make it 7 inches wide. Doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. We're just getting the piece started. The piece we have on the back side, we're going to take 1 inch off on each side. Cut it there. Only cut it from the back side, but leave the paper on the front by pulling it off. So there's that piece. Another piece. So that's 5 inches wide. Inch off. Inch off. So now we have a piece of drywall where the back side fits our hole, but it has paper left over in order for us to tape. Which will fit into the hole. You may have to do some adjustments or modifications to get it to fit just right, to be smooth. You can take your drywall and label the best way it fits. I like to add mud on each corner. Also mud around the hole. take your piece of drywall, slide it into the hole. Don't want to push too far. You're trying to make it flush with the existing drywall. And so maybe pull the corners first, not to push too hard. We're just trying to get the excess out because we put a lot on to start with, but you want to make sure there's plenty underneath the tape. You don't want to wrinkle the tape. I like to pull in the corners. Now we're going to push a little harder the next time through to pull the mud out. You can double check that it is flush. And that's a hot patch. With the quick patch, I prefer to use timed mud. This sets harder and allows me to do multiple coats in one day. After the mud is dried, or at least set to the point where it's hard to the touch, you can knock off any extra if you want. But for my second coat, I'm going to use a 12-inch knife. Again, with the timed mud, fresh batch of timed mud, I'm going to come across. We're going to go sideways this time and vertical the last time. So put it on sideways. Take off the outside edges by pushing hard on the outside edges. Final wipe like that. After the second coat is dried, take your knife across it. Scrape any high spots off. Push down any bubbles and get it ready to skim. The next coat will be opposite of the first coat. You apply the product on, knock down the edges, then come across for a skim coat. After the surface is completely dried, it's ready to sand. I use a sanding sponge, fine grit, work down the edges. In the center of the repair. If you're not happy with it, you can always skim it again. Make sure you wipe off any dust before you skim, but it's ready to prime and paint. I recommend 1 coat of primer and 2 coats of paint.